I mean, I'm thinking, Cannes, Nice and Southend. I mean, that works for me. I mean, I'm an Essex boy. It
certainly works to me, because after you've had 2 or 3 days in Cannes, you can't wait to get away from it.
Really?
Well, yeah, if you're there with a film, it's great because you're looked after well, but 9 times out of 10, the boys that they're punting films, it's work.
Yes.
They're grafting, you've been out there, but really, when we have film festivals and that, and it's always in London or it's in one of the big cities, and to be quite honest with you, people go to the West End theatres probably once a month, if they're lucky, but really, this is where you want your films seen. This is where your films are seen. In places like Southend, like Coventry, like the Liverpools and that, it's the suburbs in a way. And we've got a packed audience tonight. Maybe because it's the first night, I don't know. But at the same time, these are the people that go out and pay for their tickets and go and see the movies.
Good to see them turn out for it as well. And of course, and what they're going to see is it's a real friends and family affair. This film. And tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, we took 14 days to make this as a movie, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I've known Karl, who directed his first film as a director, since we were 17 years of age. And the weird thing was, there was another actor who was going to play the part to start with, and I'd already read the script, but it's like saying to your mate, well, I'll play it. Yeah. He might not want you to play it because he might have someone else in mind. So he hadn't asked
you at that point then?
And then when it fell out of bed, because the other guy had to go and do another job, and I just said, would you want me to do it? And he went, well, yeah.
I didn't like to ask.
Well, you don't, as friends, you don't like to impose it on one another. And in fact, it was probably 2 of the happiest weeks I've ever had making a film.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And of course, but you have surrounded yourself by people haven't you, really, within it as well?
I'm all for nepotism, to be quite honest with you. Why give someone else a job when you give it to one of your kids if you think they're good enough to do it? And that's fine by me. And we just had an absolute ball. And I've got to tell you, it was a wonderful script. We've kept it very simple. Yeah. The Ethem, our camera DOP, has kept it very simple, which allows the story to tell itself. Right. It's about the story, Yeah. Well, there's no tricky shots. No. It's about that, Very little movement on the camera. And that's very difficult because you need a little, for people to keep an interest in the film, you need a pace. Yeah. And we kept away from that. And we juggled with it a little bit, at the end. But all in all, I've got to tell you, it was one of the most pleasing, times for me at work, And
it's great to hear.
Tell you what I love about it as well. It will actually show people, young filmmakers who find it very difficult to get films off the ground, that if you have got a good script and you believe in that script, that you can actually go and make a film, not for nothing, but but not for millions and millions of pounds, and it just shows you the scripts are very, very important.
Is that good for you as well now? Because you literally had to go off and you went off and did a bit of Hollywood during the course of the film.
That's what I do. That's my living. I did.
You were De Niro for 3 nights.
I had to go and do some pickup shots on the film. But that's
such his life, I guess.
That kind of paid for me to be able to do this.
Fantastic,
and that's great.
How about TV world nowadays? Is that still something that's part of your calendar, part of your repertoire? Because of course,
I think so.
You're doing a lot of film work.
There's this thing that goes about. I do movies now. I don't do TV. To me, it's about the script. If what I think is a good script, someone else might not think it's a great script. But I've got to tell you, you see probably better TV scripts. Not so much in the last year, but before that, than you do movies. Out of 10 scripts you get through.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's
is that more? Is it the talented people are moving into TV?
Well, no, I don't think so. I think it's controlled more script. Right. I think with TVs, people who put scripts in, they go out and write what they believe in. Yeah. The trouble with what happens to a lot of script writers is they go under a studio system, or even sometimes at the BBC, where they're given a subject to go and write. Which it might not be. It's not from their art,
Yeah, it's a bit like Workaday, isn't
it? Great scripts are usually the ones that someone's just written and gone, have a look at that.
It's good to hear because, of course, we're in a world now where, the tough guys on the telly are sweary chefs or running talent shows. Is that your world? Does that annoy you?
I used to love Keith Floyd and the other guy, Rick Stein.
But it's Ramsey and Karl now.
Yeah, they're very good. But the trouble is, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
But, Ramsey's very good. They're all really good at what they do. It's just too much of it, And why you got too much of that? From my point of view, there's no drama. Right. They call that drama in itself. But, I want to sit down and watch a great play on the telly or a great film on the telly, Every now and then, please, Yeah. I don't want to see someone sitting in some room somewhere, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, because I don't care about them. And that's an horrible thing to say. And then what happens to these people when they finish? Yeah. Where is the responsibility of their 15 minutes of fame when they're just dumped and they become, very dangerous.
Do we want to know? I mean,
is someone going to top themselves one day over
they're like, and of course, there goes your front page headlines there, unfortunately, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But of course, the great news is something like this, the actors in this, the people involved in this kind of film, we may see them in any situation. Making good stuff is making good stuff, regardless of where it shows up in it. Is that the point with all this sort of thing, Ray?
Yeah, sometimes you have to go and do something you don't want to do because you have to pay the rent.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest with you, it's like you, whatever you do. I've been very lucky that, I haven't done many of those.
No.
I've done stuff that, maybe some other people might not like, but I like some 44-inch sheds, Sexy Beast, and all that. There's an example of writers writing something that they believed in, sitting in a room and going, do you know what, how about that?
Yeah.
Rather than being told by a studio what they've got to write.
Yeah. And this is right up there with that kind of stuff,
This is this film we made here. Someone sat down, Uncle Karl there, sat down one day and wrote about something he knows about. We're dads. And about kids. And something that affects most people, the lucky people in life. We create our own Frankensteins. And we've done that to our mums and dads as well. And that's kind of what this film's about.
Well, go away and celebrate. I'm delighted that you're here for us. Nice one.
Thank you very much.